into my head and out of my mind. I feel like I just found reason for being alive. You see my vision.
Mom? Hey, Mom. What are you doing here? I'm working, Jennifer. Is everything okay? Of course everything's okay. Are you worried about me? You leave me a frantic message telling me to come down to the office this late? Yes, I'm worried. Oh. Wow. Mom, these are great.
Well, you know what? Your brother said the same thing. He said it might be my best work ever. I tell you,
Okay,
Jennifer,
listen.
I've got a million designs roaming around my head. If I don't get them on paper, I'm not going to be able to sleep. That's why you have to help me.
Me?
Yes.
Me. Do you see the circles under my eyes, Mom? I need some sleep, and so do you.
Honey, I can't put inspiration on hold. I have to create while the muse is in motion.
The muse, Mom, the muse will let you take a break.
I don't want to take a break, Jen. Can't you see that? I'm enjoying this.
Mom, but if you don't slow down, it's gonna catch up to you. And you can't drive yourself like this. You know that. You've got all the time in the world.
But I don't. That's it. I've already wasted too much time, Jen.
Don't say that.
But it's true. I have to make BRO a success again. And then Will will see that. And he'll know that his family is okay. Paul has forgiven me. My son loves me again. There is nothing in the world I can't do.
Hey, here's to, have we had a toast to the total destruction of Barbara Ryan yet?
Not in so many nasty words.
Oh, well, then we need to come up with some more nasty words.
You know, under normal circumstances, I think it would be incredibly bad karma to toast to the end of someone's
Oh,
livelihood.
come on, don't do that. Don't get all soft and sentimental on me, Carly.
After what Barbara Ryan did to me, and my career, and to you, that woman should consider herself darn lucky that we're not kidnapping her and shipping her off to some
There we
tortured
go.
chamber
Now we're talking.
disguised
See,
as a spa.
I'll drink to that.
She ought to know what it feels like to wake up and look in the mirror and see a 100-year-old woman looking back. So you're right. The hell with karma. Here is to the fall of Barbara Ryan.
Yeah, the BRO being DOA.
You know, we're gonna have to think about that. We're gonna need to come up with a new name for the company.
I have thought about that. Tell me. What do you think of this?
Sweetness. All I'm saying is you can't run away from everything, okay?
But I can't stay here, not when you're like this.
Like what? I'm your father. You're my little girl.
But I am not a baby anymore.
I know. But I'm not going to stop protecting you, and I'm not going to apologize for that.
But you're not protecting me. Daddy, you are controlling me. That is all you've ever done. You can't make my decisions for me forever.
Well, what decisions have I made?
I tell everyone I want this Clark thing to be over, and here I've got Aaron running off trying to be one of the X-Men, and you, who's never had a nice thing to say about Aaron ever, you're acting like he's some sort of hero.
Well, I think you should be proud that you have somebody who's willing to take some risks for you.
What I have is a bunch of people who think what I say and want doesn't matter.
Oh, no, darling, that's not wholly true.
You matter to me more than I could possibly tell you.
Then why can't you listen? Why, just once can't you do what I asked?
Lucy.
Hey, you tried that. Let's not do a repeat performance. You went after her. It didn't work. Just let her go. You crowd her.
I'm not crowding her. All right? Hey, listen, I let her move out of my home into yours, didn't I?
As I recall, because she didn't give you any option.
Listen, look, I love my daughter more than I can possibly tell you. And I am not going to let anyone hurt her. No one. All right? So, if wanting that rich kid punk to get what he deserves is wrong, what?
It isn't wrong. We all want to see that kid put away in the slammer. But you don't seem to understand because you don't listen. The thing with Clark is just a small part of what is upsetting Lucy. Okay? Okay? 2 boys have betrayed her. That's not good. And Rosanna has abandoned her. That's not very nice. But she said it. I'm just reiterating what she said. This is the 2nd time she's lost a brother, the little Cabot. The big brother, she never got a chance to even say goodbye to. And Craig Craig, Lucy's father, is just running around behaving as if he's the injured party.
Did you find him?
Not yet. Why is this taking so long? We had to run Clark's name through the system so we could get a license plate. Now that we have one, every unit's out there looking for his car.
What's the number? Maybe we can get out there and look too.
So you can get into a car chase? Forget it. You can get yourself killed.
Yeah, and so can Allison. Okay, you know what that psycho's capable of. You let Allison get right next to him. You call yourself a friend?
I already told you Allison didn't even drink the soda that Clark gave her. She spilled it, which means she was sober, right? Which means she already has an advantage over Clark that Lucy never even had.
Aaron, wake up. Okay, if Clark wants to have his way with Allison, it doesn't matter how smart or sober she is. She's in danger, man. And all of this is your fault, so you better start praying that nothing happens to her.
Just stop the car and just pull over. I'm not feeling too well.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh, no, just pull over. I want to get out.
Rules,
just let
Allison?
me get out.
This is the last time I'm warning you. You better stop pushing me away. Trust me, you don't want to make me angry.
This is great, Mom. You said I could help, and look who's doing all the work.
You are helping me. You're the best moral support I could possibly have.
Just give me something to do, please. I'll sharpen your pencils, even.
Okay. Okay, all right. I know what you can do. You can head out, and you can find us the biggest cappuccinos you possibly can find and get us something very fattening that we'll hate ourselves for the morning. But you know what? No, I don't think we'll hate ourselves at all because we'll be up all night. We'll burn off every calorie.
Mom, you sound like you want to design an entire line overnight.
You know what? You clearly do not understand the sacred mysteries of creative energy. You have to go with the flow.
Can't you flow tomorrow? No. Mom, why settle for lukewarm cappuccino when I could take you home right now and make you a nice hot cup of chamomile tea? Okay, I understand. I am not appreciating the mysteries of creative energy tonight, but I do know at least that they need some sleep now and then.
You know, why are you so determined to rain in my parade? Is there something that I don't know here?
No, of course not. I'm worried about you because I know how you get.
And how do I get?
Manic, Mother. And you'll be that way for the next week, designing like your life depends on it.
Oh, but it does, Jen. I'm doing this for my family. My son is proud of me again. My daughter is working with me. Everything is finally falling into place, and it's my job to make sure it stays that way.
Okay. I will run out and get cappuccinos and a couple sandwiches, but you have to make me a promise. You will not be drawing while we eat. You will have at least 20 minutes of civilized conversation with me. Mother,
Jen,
do I have to make an appointment to have a conversation with you?
No, honey, of course you don't. Am I being impossible?
No more than usual.
Okay, all right, I'm mending my ways. We're gonna head out. We'll head out and we'll have an honest-to-goodness real breather. What do you say?
You're talking now.
You know what? I tell you, I know sometimes I get so single-minded about things and I can be so obsessed, especially when I'm in design mode, but I've decided something. I've decided that I'm going to take BRO and make it new and exciting, taking places it's never been before. And I know Paul wants that, even though he hasn't said that. I'm going to breathe new life into this baby. God, it's good to be back.
Enough! You promised me something fattening, and I'm going to collect.
Do you mean this?
Yeah, of course I mean it.
You would change the name of the company to Carly?
No, PR is a lead balloon. Too much ancient history. I want to get rid of everything that has to do with Barbara Ryan, her designs, her clothing, her name, her logo. From now on, it's a fresh start.
I don't know what to say.
Well, then tell me the truth. Tell me you love it.
Wow. Little tags and all my designs with my name on them.
Well, why not? Carly's a great name. It's young, it's fresh, it's provocative, it's everything that your clothes aren't. Well, come on. Tell me it's perfect. You gonna give me an official yes or what?
If I weren't a happily married woman, I would kiss you.
Well, you know, Carly's gonna be everything that BRO never was. Everything I wanted to be but could never achieve. The company was a dinosaur.
Well, no. BRO wasn't always behind the times. When Barbara started to change, so did the company. It just got stuck. Like it couldn't move forward anymore.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter now. You know, now I feel like I got a future, you know? I got something to look forward to, the next big thing. And it's been a long time since I felt like that. And I owe that all to you, Carly.
I gotta get out of here. I'll call you when I got something to report.
No, whoa, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to find Alice.
I just told you I've got every unit out there looking for Clark's cards. You really think you can find something they can't?
Look, what do you want me to do? Sit around here and wait?
No, you're free to go home or anywhere else you choose. If the situation changes, I'll call you. But until then, you gotta calm down and let the professionals do their jobs. That goes the same for you two. When you finish taking their statements, they're free to go home. Whose camera is this?
It's mine.
You recorded everything that went down here tonight?
That was the whole point, Jack. We had the thing pointed at Clark and Elson the whole time.
You want to see him putting drugs in her drink? It's all there.
We're gonna have to hold on to this for evidence. You know that.
Yeah. At least we did one thing right tonight. I hope it helps put Clark away for a while.
Yeah, I'd like to put Clark away for a long time.
Aaron, when you take the law into your own hands, it has a tendency to backfire, which is why Chris wants to murder you. And I can't say that I blame him. Chris, look, Jack is a very good cop. He will find Alice.
He has to, Holden. Because I don't know what I'll do if anything happens to her.
I had friends at that bar.
I know.
So they'll be looking for me, so just do yourself a favor and just take me home and we can forget about this whole thing.
Forget? No. Tonight is a night I'm not going to forget. You, on the other hand, you won't remember a thing. Just take it easy, baby. We'll be there soon.
I'm so sleepy.
Well, I can't just sit here doing nothing, all right?
No, you gotta stay. You have to make sure that justice is done.
Lucy needs me. She may not realize it, but she needs her father.
Don't you want to be here? When they question Clark, don't you want to be here to make sure he doesn't wriggle away after what he's done to your little girl?
They're not going to let me within 5 feet of him, all right? Okay.
Has that ever stopped you from trying?
All right, so I rip out his beating heart. Then what?
We got some progress. We have a small step for you, making right on all the fabulously selfish and stupid things that you've been doing recently. Now, I'm not saying that you intentionally try to browbeat poor Lucy, but you do. You didn't mean to break up your home, but you did. So why don't you just give her a little time, okay? The word is give. Give time and space. She's a smart girl. She'll pull herself together, and if you have any luck, and you seem to have the luck of the Irish, she will come back home to you again.
And where will she go in the meantime?
So, what's the first thing you're gonna do now that all your dreams have come true?
Well, I think maybe I'll start working on next year's winter line. Or no, maybe I should start with something a little more dramatic, like my bridal collection.
Yeah.
Nothing like a few wedding gowns to start things off with a bang. You don't think that could be you-know-who, do you?
I don't know. Here, why don't you go in there?
Okay.
Hey, Lucy, what's wrong?
Sorry, Paul, I didn't know where else to go.
Give the officer your statements?
Yeah, but we were thinking that
No more thinking, okay? Just stop thinking and get out of here. I'll call you as soon as I hear something.
I'll make sure they get home, Jack.
Matter of fact, I'll walk you out so Chris can have some time alone.
Allison, can you hear me?
Hey, Clark, you never told me. Where are you taking me?
You let me worry about that.
No, but the thing is that I'm still not feeling well, and I think, in fact, that I'm feeling worse. And I don't want to get sick in your nice cars. Are we almost there?
Before you know it.
But this place looks really familiar. I mean, all the trees on the side of the highway. What's the name of this road again? Is it off Route 7?
Good work, Allison. Keep them talking. Let me know where you are.
Don't worry about where we're going. Those olives will have you flying in no time. You won't even know what planet you're on.
The olives. He drugged these things. Allison, can you hear me? Don't fall asleep. Please stay with me, baby. Stay with me.
Just tell me where you're taking me.
Might as well, I guess. It's not like you're gonna remember anything anyways. All right. We got this nice little room waiting for us at the Wagon Wheel Hotel. Nice little room out in the back. You have the pool. Yeah, all the privacy we need.
Oh no, the lights went out.
What?
Nothing.
Of course the lights are out. It's nighttime.
Right, I'm just really sick. But, please, I don't want to go to the Wagon Wheel Motel. Please, just take me.
Allison. Damn it.
Did she tell you anything that could help us?
I know where they're headed, and I'm gonna get there first.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Do you have fantasies about resurrecting your so-called career?
Actually, Barbara, things are moving from the planning stage to the doing stage.
Oh.
Whenever I need to get away from the insanity and here.
Day or night.
Just relax and enjoy some guilt-free fun.
You need something, Lucy? You want some time alone?
No, alone is the last thing I want to be right now. Plus, I can't very well kick you out of your own house.
No, Rosanna tried a couple of times. Who knows, maybe I'll let you get away with it. I mean, for a little while, anyway.
You've been so great to me, Paul. And here I am bothering you again. I'm sorry to be so much trouble.
It's not trouble at all. You're welcome anytime. You gonna get that? If you want to talk, I can go clear out.
No, I already know who it is. It's my father, again.
Lucy, I have a confession to make.
What? What is it?
Well, you know, I understand where your father's coming from. You know, if I were him, I'd want to beat some sense into Clark after what he did to you, too. I mean, If you were my kid sister, I would do the same thing. If you ask me, I don't think that's what's got you all in a tangle. I'm guessing you feel like everybody's taking your life away from you, making decisions that you would never make. And you just feel like you're along for the ride.
How did you know that?
Well, been there a couple times myself.
I just feel like everybody thinks they have the right answer. Like they all know what to do, and I should just sit back and do nothing. My father knows what university I should go to, the friends I should have, how I should feel about Rosanna leaving, and what to do about the whole Clark thing. I don't know, they just all have their opinions. It's like what I want doesn't matter.
What is it that you want? What do you want, Lucy?
I just want to be the person I was before this whole mess. But I don't know who she is anymore.
I think I might have met her a few times.
Yeah, what do you think she's like?
I think she's smart and funny, bright, and she just had a lot of loss in her life. I think that she expects a lot from everybody because everybody expects so much from her. And I think, at first glance, she might seem a little fragile to you, but once you get to know her, she's pretty tough. And if you really get to know her, which she doesn't let a lot of people do, you might find out what she's hiding.
What's that?
You're afraid, Lucy. You're afraid you're going to fail. I'm not talking about school or anything like that, because all that stuff comes easy for you, but you're afraid of failing yourself. I think there's a big part of you that wants to be everything to everybody. But don't do that. It's a waste of time and energy. You have to live your life the way you want to live your life. And I know that's scary, and it's like the hardest thing in the world for anybody to do, but don't be afraid. Really, don't be afraid to make some noise. Come on, let the rest of the world know who Lucy Montgomery really is some of the time.
Yeah, I made a sandwich. I found some cookies.
Carly, I didn't know anyone else was here.
Oh, I'm just on my way out. But I thought I would try to feed you before I go.
Oh, it looks great, but
You should eat something, Luce. You'll feel better.
I'm really not that hungry. But thank you.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, you have my number. Take care of yourself, Luce.
Oh, hey, Carly, wait. Don't forget this. Up for inspiration. Not that you needed it.
You know something, Paul? For all your faults, and you do have a few, somehow you've managed to be a pretty good friend to Lucy. I think Rosanna would be happy about that.
I didn't tell her anything she didn't already know.
You're gonna be a great dad someday.
Lullaby, it's me. Will you call me, please? Or your grandmother? We just need to know you're all right. Okay? I love you.
She is not going to call you back.
Well, I need to know she's safe, okay? And not with Paul Ryan.
Look, I don't like Paul Ryan either. Who could like him after the swinish behavior with Rose at the altar? But he is the Lochinvar who pulled her out of Clark's car before it happened.
So what? So what? He's really no better than Clark. He's trying to take advantage of her vulnerability.
He is? What are you talking about?
He's trying to poison Lucy against me.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that he could tell her that she doesn't already know.
What do you know about Paul Ryan, really? Do you know how he's trying to get at me? Do you know he's the one who just had to make the anonymous phone call to the cops about Cabot? Do you know how he's working on Lucy? Do you know how long he worked on Rosanna?
Oh, and he's the one that makes the rains come, isn't he? He's the one that's responsible for the cookies crumbling. Oh, in fact, he's responsible for everything that's wrong in your life, Craig. Everyone else is. Except you.
You think this is a joke?
Oh, no. No, my darling. I think it's all so sad.
Paul Ryan is a Ryan and a Stenbeck. And he is just as delusional, as self-obsessed and vengeful as his mother and father. And I will not have Lucy anywhere near him. Okay?
Well, I'm going to leave you to your paranoia, all right? Now, if Lucy comes to my house, I will do you the courtesy of a telephone call. Will you promise me to do the same thing?
Yes, the minute I hear anything.
And I think that, once this all settles down, it would be good if you took a little time off. You could meditate. I have a great guru. You could get yourself together. And, honey, in the meantime, try not to do anything too asinine.
Lucy, will you pick up, please? Will you call me? Where are you?
Hiya. Can I have a pen and paper? I want to leave a note for Jack.
You know, tomorrow has 2 R's, not 2 M's.
How long have you been standing there?
Well, long enough to know you have fantastic news for Jack that can't wait until tomorrow. Now, I wonder what that could be.
Like I would confide in you about anything.
Are you pregnant?
No.
Good. Because it's obvious you've been drinking.
Excuse me?
You flushed. Normally I like that in a woman, but I wouldn't be driving home if I were you. Let me call your cab.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I had approximately 3 sips of champagne an hour ago. I think I can walk in a straight line.
You never walk a straight line. What was the occasion?
You writing a gossip column?
I run a gossip paper. If you'd been having champagne with Jack, you wouldn't be leaving him a note. So I'm wondering who you could be celebrating with and what you were toasting.
Wonder away. I learned a long time ago that anything I say to Craig Montgomery can and will be used against me whenever he sees fit.
Well, you have nothing to worry about if you have nothing to hide, which of course you do. I did see Paul Ryan at your house tonight.
I'm not discussing this with you.
So, you made a deal with Paul Ryan and toasted it with champagne.
It's quite an imagination you have there. But as usual, you are wrong, and I don't intend to waste my breath trying to convince you of that.
Then what was he doing skulking over to your house in the middle of the night to look at your designs?
I'm going home. I'm taking my personal note to my husband, which you had no business looking at over my shoulder, and I'm going someplace where people do not think they have the God-given right to harass me about my private life.
Wait, Chris, you're not going anywhere. I want you to tell me everything you heard Clark and Allison say.
Look, Jack, it was hard to make out all the words, okay? He drugged her with those olives. All right, she was fighting to stay awake. I could hear it in her voice. Now I have to get there before it's too late.
Hold on, just tell me where they're headed.
Look, Jack, just 2 minutes alone with that pervert, then I swear to God he's all yours.
I can't do that, and you know it. Now tell me where they're going. The police are going to handle this, not you.
Oh, just like they handled it after Lucy was attacked? Look, Jack, if you'd have handled this the first time...
Tell me where they're going right now.
The old mill. He's taking her to the old mill.
Wait outside. I'll send a squad car over to the old mill, but I want you to tell Chris Hughes and keep me up to speed. One way or another, he's going to lead us right to Allison Stewart.
Girls, you are absolutely divine in today's fashion show. Bonuses for everybody.
Carly, they love you in Paris. They can't get enough of you in Milan. You are making so much money, I can't even count it.
Carly, can you jet out to Hollywood right away? They're making a movie about your life starring Nicole Kidman, and they need you to design the costumes.
Book me on the next flight. Tell Nick I'm on my way.
Turning down Harvard and Yale to be a full-time model for you had to be the best decision I ever made. Thank you so much, Carl.
Oh, no, sweetheart. I should be thanking you. You've been the inspiration for my junior designs.
Carly, that 5-course meal you made for us last night was a masterpiece. Just like everything you do.
Well, you know what I always say. There's nothing like homegrown vegetables served with love. Oh, the cakes and the cookies are all ready for the bake sales. I wove the basket myself.
Do I have the greatest wife in the world or what? I knew you could do it all.
I couldn't have done any of it without your support and unconditional love. How many times do I have to tell you, Craig? You don't need investors. You're too late. Besides, you could never afford me.
I'll do anything. I'll pay anything. But if I'm not part of the fastest growing company in this industry, I don't exist. Here, take $1 million. Take 2. Take whatever you want.
So, Carly, tell me, is it everything you always dreamed it would be?
Almost. Oh, cleaning lady, would you clean up this mess, please?
Looking for me?
I said, are you looking for me?
Look, I said we dropped Curtis off at home, and we did. If Jack thought I was just gonna sit by the phone and wait for information...
Would you just put a lid on it already? Stay here. I'm gonna see if I can find Jack.
Aaron. Did you get him? You know that pervert?
Here we are. There we go. Now we can finally get down to business. How you feeling, beautiful?
So dizzy, everything is spinning, especially you. So maybe you should just slow down before somebody gets sick.
Nobody's gonna get sick. Here we go, yeah. You got me all to yourself now. That's what you wanted, right?
I'm not that kind of girl.
Oh, come on. Every girl's that type of girl. You just gotta give her half a chance.
Oh, no! No, Chris! No, stop it, Chris! No! You're not Chris! No!
Hey, don't get rough with me, sweet cheeks.
You need to calm down, okay? You just need to relax and enjoy some guilt-free fun.
What do you want, a signed affidavit? I told you I'm looking for Paul to see if he's heard from Rosanna, and since he's not here, I'll take my property and I'll be on my way.
Oh, is this your property? I thought it was trash. Looks like trash to me. Is this a little sign you're planning to hold when you're outside in the streets begging for work? We'll sketch for cash.
If I didn't pity you so much.
Oh, please. Pity me. Don't be ridiculous. I'll tell you something. I don't know whether I should laugh or cry, Carly. Here you are, outside my door. Outside, looking in once again. Oh, no. Don't tell me. Do you have fantasies about resurrecting your so-called career?
Actually, Barbara, things are moving from the planning stage to the doing stage.
Oh, I see. So, here you are, outside my door, planning to plagiarize my ideas just like before. When are you going to learn that crime doesn't pay?
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
And how many times do you have to be humiliated before you realize that there's no place for an amateur like you in a business like this? Oh, you were a flash in the pan once upon a time, but you can't cut it in the long haul, and you and I both know that. So why don't you go home, raise your little children, and leave the designing to people who have real talent for it?
Talent. And what do you know about talent?
I know you haven't got any.
And you haven't come up with anything new in years. You're a dinosaur, Barbara. And when I do start designing again, you are going to be lumbering through the underbrush, eating my dust.
There's no way you could be a threat to me.
You had no clue, Barbara. I already am.
Well, so much for you not being hungry. It's okay?
It was delicious, thank
Good.
you.
I'll tell Carly.
I like it here.
Well, of course you like it here. Food's great.
No, it's just I feel safe here. It's probably the only place in the world I don't feel like I'm being judged.
Too many watchful eyes, huh?
Well, between my so-called friends at school, my teachers, my grandmother, my father.
Yeah, well, think of this as a no-judgment zone. You're welcome here anytime.
So whenever I need to get away from the insanity, I can run here.
Day or night.
Even if things get really bad and I need to stay overnight.
I'll get you a blanket and a pill.
So where's Clark? What happened?
Everything was going great. I mean, Clark drugged her drink, and Allie spilled it just before she had a drink, and we caught the whole thing on tape.
So why aren't the cops dragging him here in handcuffs?
But because he made a deal with the bartender. The guy starts hassling me and Curtis the whole time. And while this is going on, I think he must have taken her through the back door of the bar.
No.
Yes. No sign of him when Jack and Holden showed up.
No, you blew it? You blew it? I should have known.
Oh, hold on a second here. Why does it sound like this insanity? It was your idea, Craig.
Let go of me, man! You're lucky that I don't kill you or something.
Allison. It's me. I'm right here.
Is that you?
Yes.
I thought I was dreaming.
It's okay.
I knew that you would come and get me. I knew.
I've got you. I'm right here. Are you okay? Did he hurt you? You sure? Okay. I'm gonna call the cops. As soon as they get here, we're gonna get you to an ambulance, okay?
No, I don't want to go to the hospital. I just want you.
You have me, okay? You have me. Just promise me you'll never do anything like this again.
Where's Clark?
Don't worry about him. He's out cold, all right? I'm gonna call the cops and... What is it?
Where were we?
On the next As the World Turns.
You're a plagiarist and a flop, and everyone in this entire business knows that. Now, how you think that someone's going to allow you to sit down at a design table again, I don't know. I mean, who would be foolish enough to hire you?
I was so hoping you'd ask.
Oh my God! Leave me alone!
Not in your life, Prince. I'm not done with you yet.
I know Paul Ryan is planning. I know what he's planning with you. And with that bit of information, I stop him cold.